Good afternoon. Welcome back. It is February 8th, 2023. We do have a couple of birthdays today. One is cardless. One has a few cards, so we'll get to those here right shortly. But first, a couple of events that happened on this date. 1981 DW Darrell Waltrip wins the Busch Clash at Daytona. In the smallest ever Busch Clash field, there were only 7 cars in that race. And here's kind of the funny thing. Bobby Allison had the dominant car. You go back and watch that one. Of course, it's all over YouTube. The drivers that finished 6th and 7th that day were Bobby and Donnie Allison. They were the only 2 drivers to have cut tires that day. And I just think it's strange that the Allisons both had tire problems. But it was the smallest ever Clash field. 1982, the following year on this date, Tim Richmond wins his first stock car race in the ARCA 200 at Daytona. Of course, Tim would later go on to become a pretty successful Cup Series driver. Never won a title, but had a very strong year in 1986. So our first birthday, a cardless birthday. And I even looked online to make sure that I wouldn't have had any of his cards, and I didn't. He only has 2. But born on this date in 1982, former Hendrick Motorsports developmental driver Blake Feese. If you remember, he ran the 5 car in the Xfinity Series for a while with Boston Reed and sometimes Adrian Fernandez at the road courses. So that's been a while. Early 2000s, maybe like 2004, 5, 6, thereabouts. They were kind of farming him in about the same time they were farming Kyle Busch in, trying to keep that Hendrick development pipeline going. And Blake Feese and Boston Reed, neither one of them had careers that really panned out. And I remember one of them, I can't remember which one it was, but they were running an ARC race at Talladega. Billy Venturini got caught up in a wreck and basically referred to them as spoiled rich kids. Of course, Venturinis now are the top ARCA team, so I kind of think it's funny how some things go full circle. But anyway, happy birthday to Mr. Blake Feese. But born on this date in 1993... a current Cup Xfinity part-time driver and also an owner in the Xfinity Series, Mr. Joey Gase. So he's ran for a variety of teams over his, so far, young Cup and Xfinity and truck and whatever career. But here he is with, I can't even tell what team, that Go Green Racing. So, certified. Then we have Rick Ware Racing represented here with a Race Kings. And then, who do we have on this one? It's an Xfinity. I'm not sure what team he might have been with. Maybe Jimmy Means Racing, maybe another one. There's another one with the Rick Ware Racing logo. Met Joey a couple of times down at the Brickyard. Seems to be a pretty likable guy. And he's easy to spot in the garage. He is very tall and very lanky, very thin. Not as tall as Cindric, but he's pretty close. There's another picture of Mr. Gase. We have a gray border right here. Looks like we've got a couple more of them coming up here. That one's, it's not stuck, I just can't grab the one behind it. 2017 Don Russ. 2021. Another gray border. And then we have a prism. What year is that? 2020. And this is one of the blue-green Hyper Prisms. Another Rick Ware Racing card. So quite a few Joey Gase cards, but that is about it. So thanks again for watching. Happy birthday to everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.